There's a story by Franz Kafka called The Metamorphosis, in which this guy who lives with his sister and his parents wakes up one morning and he's found that he has transformed into a giant cockroach that is basically unable to work and unable to provide for his family. Eventually, his family become resentful of his existence because he's not doing anything. He's just in his room as a cockroach, and he becomes so depressed that he just simply dies. The whole story is basically a metaphor for the existence and value of man. Our value as men is directly tied to our utility, what we can provide. And I think Kafka, the writer, intentionally doesn't address why the person turns into a cockroach because it's irrelevant. Whether I get fired from my job or I become sick and I'm no longer able to work, the end result is kind of the same. If we're unable to create value in ourselves for others, then men specifically lose all their value. I would say we become less than worthless. I've never not worked in my adult life, but I had an experience recently where I was seriously sick for about 3 weeks. I missed about 8 days of work. I have 2 women in my life that I know love me, one of which is my wife and the other is my mom. And throughout my illness, there were moments, just moments, where I kind of felt that my worth was kind of being questioned or examined in some way. There was a time where my wife actually said that I haven't been having sex with her. Mind you, I was in and out of hospitals. And then my mom would call me and ask me if I had gone to work that night or not. I really began to resent that question. I don't think the author of that story wrote a story about a man turning into a cockroach. I think he wrote a tragedy about people, specifically men, about how easily we discard them once they lose their functional value. If you've ever felt like your only worth is your paycheck or your strength, then you know that feeling. So yeah, how do we find value in ourselves when the world no longer sees value in us? What do you guys think?